Hello lovely people. Can you believe it's the end of June? Who stole the year? Join me when I plan the next quarter's activities for work and life and stuff, because I have some news and some gossip and there's going to be big things happening. So let's get on. So the big thing I'm facing this quarter is that I'm going to have to close the shop. Yeah, it's just not viable anymore. The town is empty, my health's not up to getting in and starting again. My hands are so sore and painful that I'm struggling with the volume of work. The website doesn't sell enough to justify it. So the high street shop is going. I am going to be keeping the website but cutting down all the stock. Keeping the email list and the YouTube channel, and for the next 6 months, the rest of this year, we're going to see how we get along with building the YouTube channel, doing our knitting videos, and including lifestyle coping with chronic health issues for all of the people out there that are struggling with the same thing. I'm not alone. I'm not alone by any means. It's just my turn right at this moment. So this is the direction we're going. There's obviously a vast amount to do. I've been in the spot I'm in 12 years. I've been in business for 15, 16 years. So there's a lot to untangle, even the simple stuff, all the people we've got to tell. I've got to change all my addresses and phone numbers, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot to get through. And I'm going to lean heavily on my planner to do this. So that's where we're going this quarter. So all that has got to be planned into the system, and I'm going to need lots of brainstorming sessions of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, that kind of thing. Come along with me for the journey. It does me the world of good. Sharing with you makes me think about things. I get great input from you lot, ideas and things. So first of all, we're going to have a look at last quarter and start thinking about setting next quarters up. If you've seen any of my planning videos before, you'll know I am a dot grid paper fan. This is a book from Yop and Tom. You can now get them in Ryman's. There are not a lot of dot grid planners available in the UK, but you can now get Yop and Tom in Ryman's. They're around about £20. But you'll find the link in my description below if you want to get one online. So this is where I started the quarter 2 planning. This was a new thing for me and I hadn't got very far with it. I had start page, what worked, overview of the months, what was going on, my goals, my big things I wanted to do, and then we went into the month straight away. As things are changing, I want to do more of a reset week. Now I'm going to be able to take a week off at the end of each quarter to get things more organised, plan things out better. I do by coincidence have the last week in June off, which is the end of the quarter, because I always have done. So I want to sit with my scrap paper and try and work out what I want to get for my journal for the next quarter, what I need to know. That's the next thing on the list. This paper, I don't know if it'll pick it up. It looks blank, but there you go. It's what they call dot grid paper. The little dots are at regular intervals, so you can draw in your own lines, your own squares, and you don't get the background interference kind of that you do with ordinary lined paper or squared paper. You can buy it in sheets. You can get it, the loose leaf refill paper, like you can any other binder paper. I get mine in Ryman's, an A4 pack, and then I cut it in half and trim where they've got the punched holes off, because I don't like that. But I like a bit of practice paper to work things out that doesn't matter. So you want to have a go, you can go to Ryman's and get a pad and see how you like it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to completely go overboard and overplan this next quarter, because I really am so unsure of what I'm going to be doing. I'm starting to think of the kind of things that I want to include in this reset. I want to completely reset everything. Get ahead with my household, get ahead with various things. I need to review the last quarter and think about it. I need a title page, because let's face it, I like to decorate everything. We need calendars. I want to try something new with calendars. I want to try doing a double page of 3 months. A 3-month quarter as it runs, not how it's normally split up into several months, but just how it runs on as a solid block, where I can write everything down, absolutely everything. Do I want a brainstorm page? I do like having a brainstorm page, but then if I'm going to have one for each month, might be a bit. But anyway, I want to do that. But I also want to do, what I like is the 3 months. That's for everything. This is just a kind of work plan type thing. I need a page for my quarter goals. Patterns, video stuff, blanket, so I know I'm doing with that. And I want focus areas. That goes back to my priorities that I set at the beginning of the year for me and the flat. Well, the shop is now work, isn't it? And the dog. Then we have clean, flat, clean everything, organise everything. I'd want to get finished with all the living room, with all the building work, as much as I can. There's still a load of stuff to do in my art cubby, but I want to think about that. So What else do I want for the whole month? Thinking I might try the month tasks for the quarter on one spread, because I've got them split up into each month. I can't get ahead with stuff. I'll think about that. That's the overall quarter. And then we go into the month with a calendar. Month front page, and then I'm guessing at the moment my months are going to run pretty much the same way as they are, because I am still in the shop July and for some of August, so I'm going to get as far as July. The month's going to run ahead, so I can do July, and then we'll have to see where we're going when we get to the end of July. Let me have a little think and see if I can draw up some stuff and where we want to be doing with this. See if I can flesh out on my scrap pages. So I've drawn out some roughs. Because these pages don't have lines on them, I like to colour in every second line so I can see where I'm going. I like to colour it in because, let's be honest, I like the pretty. You can draw little lines across so you're writing on little lines. This is my pretty much standard end of the month review. So it's going to be end of the quarter review. That's going to be interesting when I start thinking about that in a couple of weeks, isn't it? So we'll have to see how that sits. And I've got the quarter title page, my intention for the quarter. We'll decorate that with something. And then that's what I mean by I want 3 months on a double page, so we can look at that, work it all out, get the dates right. I'm bound to get a date wrong. And absolutely everything, appointments, videos out, anything that needs doing, regularly schedules, things happening in the town. September, July, August, September. Yeah, we've got Madam's birthday in September. So that's that. Then I got my 3-month breakdown, broken down into weeks. That's more of a work plan. That's more of what needs to be done each week to meet the video scheduling, to meet the release dates for the patterns and things that are on the big chart. Quarter view, let's write work. Work to do. So that's that. What's this? Oh, this is, yeah, this is actually a 6-month list of when I'm doing my video, so that will be transferred onto that page. Then we've got quarter goals, we've got the pattern square technique, lifestyle. I want to add another video to that, don't I? Planning. I might do some book journaling as well. I'm going to show you my new book journal. I've just started it. Don't know if you want to be kept up to date with that, but 3 months, that's what each one is, so I need to bump that across. These are my focuses for what I need to do. Well, then, yes, I've tried to brain dump everything I want to do for me and the flat to get ready for the next quarter. Brainstorm eating, nutrition, drinking, exercise, things I can do for my health, new things I want to try, anything I need to get, any resources I need to look at. I quite like these apps that track your sleep. That needs looking at, but I don't think I can do it till Madam's gone. My mental care, I've got a big box of projects that need doing. My nail table needs a good deep clean and sanitise. Various routines, thinking about things, reset the home, clean the office, bathroom, the box room. You can't do get in the box room at the moment, but this kind of thing. Snag sheet for each room for repairs, a bit of cleaning in the cupboard, and then work. This is going to be a little bit, that's going to have to change and evolve over the next few months because we don't know quite where we're going with that. And then I've got everything you can clean every scrub and clean every pore on my body. I thought I might have a look at the level 10 life. Have you ever heard of the level 10 life? I'm going to look up that. I think I heard somebody talking about it. I'm going to look up that. I might include a page for that. I think that might be it. A couple of other things. I like to put things aside and think about them, because once you've done things, you put them aside and think about it, you come up with new stuff. So then we go into the month with the title page, the calendar, our intentions for the month, brain dump and events for the month, and then we start breaking down, really getting into the nitty-gritty of what needs doing when. I should be able to be much more focused on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. My social scheduling, my video work, this list. Yeah, this is the one I think I might try and move and put it at for the quarter, because at the moment I can't work on the following month if I do everything. Most of the work isn't going to change particularly, apart from the shop chores. A lot of the kit's going, so I just printed this out, but a lot of it's staying the same. And then my end of the month manifesting, and then we go into our weeks and start our weekly review till we get to the end of the month, and then we start the next month. So I'm going to have a think about that for a couple of days. Yeah, I'm starting early. I'm going to overplan and be really organised. I'm going to find some really pretty tapes. I've got something in mind. And I'll sketch it all out in my planner, and I shall get back to you, show you what we've come up with. So we need some stuff to create a theme for this quarter. I think I'll use it for all the month as well. Can I pick that up? I know a lot of people don't like birds, but these are so weird, they're so unusual. I loved all the green. I love the green scenes. That's really versatile if you wanted to do any kind of landscape, jungle, Chinesey theme. I think they're hornbills and toucans. I love all the green and the bright pops of colour. Beautiful, dreamy landscapes. I love the bright colours. Isn't that wonderful? and there's a lot of it, so I'm going to use it for the start of the Q3 and the month in both journals, my personal and my work journal. Then I thought, well, I better pick up some extra little green leaves, because spaces between boxes, spaces in corners, it'll pull it all together and make it cohesive. I got both of these from the washi tape shop, and if you like them I'll put the link on the bottom. It's just a link on the bottom to what they are. For my washi tapes I had a dig about. For the sparkly one I've gone with that. Normally I have a plain bright colour one, but actually I couldn't resist that. It's slightly textured and shiny, no idea where that came from. This one I bought a big box of assorted colour glitter. Oh, a lot, about 30 in the box, something like that. No, not much price because it was from Temu. I'll find that. And I also bought a box of plain, assorted plain ones as well, which is what I dig into every month for my washies. And then just these as a bit of green, bit of contrast. No idea where these came from. These are just knocking about in my stash. I've had these donkey's years. So actually goes together really, really fun, really well. I haven't used any background paper or tags or tapes for my pen to fill in this month. This Q planning and months. I'm going to use a dark green. I'm going to use greens of various sorts, so it's going to be very green with pops of colour. So that's how far we've got with that. We have learned the hard way, and we still get it wrong, that we sketch out what the pages are going to be before we get there. Just roughly, because I've got my little set of paper plans to look back to what I want to do, and a lot of it is based or changed on what's gone before. So for our Q3 overview, we have a look back at Q2. I should be doing this the weekend before it starts. So there's the birds in action. This is everything of what, when, how, jobs, appointments, everything going out. This is how that is going to happen. That's my work schedule. Themes and targets for the projects and things I'm going to do for me. My reset clean routine. You see how these little, really useful to have little fillers like that. I'm going to do the level 10 live. This is new. I'm going to have a bash at putting all that together, so if I finish one I can start on the next one. See, this needs to go after the reset, wherever it was, because I've got things I need to journal and think about here. This one's just tick list, but this is things to do, and I should have put that after that. Oh no, for next quarter. And then we actually start in July. Brain dump, month overview, and then we start into July's work. I do like these birds. And then we've got, I haven't got very far in my personal I do like the look of this. started doing this last month. I do like how that puts it into sections. And there you can see, I love, if you want to do a session for something, you can just put it on the end. You're not tied to anything. There's my June. I do love my little birds. Just like the pops of colour. And that's as far as I've got. So I should be putting in some work on that, getting that ready to start. So there we go for that one. It looks a lot. I know it looks a lot. I know I go overboard, and I know this next couple of months is going to be full on for me. But just to stop and think about these things and what you want to do and the little bits in between of how you're going to get there, you will find makes a big difference, especially if you're like me, you've got limited energy, you've got limited capacity to work things out. I am hopeless at doing things and knowing what to do, when to do it. So if I know where I'm going, I can put the steps in beforehand. So have a little think, what are we going to do next quarter? What do we want to achieve? This is summer. It's been gorgeously hot this past couple of days. So what are we going to achieve in the summer? And let's look forward to the next quarter, which is going to be Christmas. Shh. Catch up with you later.